The floodwaters vanished as fast as they'd come. In the heart of America's fourth largest city, they're just beginning to contemplate the aftermath of an unprecedented storm. Well, this sand here tells you that the water was flowing right over this busy intersection here in downtown Houston. And if you look over the edge of this bridge, you can see just how fast the water's fallen, but also how high it still is.
I was here. I watched the water come all the way up there.
What does it feel like to be back?
Devastating. You know that water's strong, but you never really know how strong it is until you see what it does, the damage that it can do. I'm seeing ice machines, refrigerators that take 3-4 people to move. It looks like somebody stuck their foot out and clipped them like they were a human being.
What did you do?
I left. There wasn't nothing I could do. The power was already off down in this area. Most of the power was off. I took the advice of my boss. You know, there's only so much. I'm a man. I can't do no more than that. This is God's hand.
Imagine the force required to move this thing from wherever it's come from. It's got food in it and everything. It's not often you get a chance to walk down the middle of a motorway. This is one of the main arteries into the city. Now a dried riverbed that reveals debris, unexpected fishing grounds, and strange creatures of the deep. The alligator gar has been around for 100 million years or so. Parts of Houston are still underwater, but downtown, posses of volunteers have already begun cleaning up.
This is probably like a once in 500 years flood. I mean, the water you can see behind us was way past our head, probably, 6 feet more about where we are now. And, we just weren't prepared for something like this. Being this close to home, you're used to seeing stuff like that on the TV, and instead it's half a mile down the street.
Maybe it was the alligator gar, but I wondered about climate change. It's a politically charged topic, especially in Donald Trump's America.
I mean, I don't think you can contribute one weather event to climate change, but, I like to think of it in two ways. Either it's happening or it's not, and either we can do something about it or we can't. And I think if there's a chance it's happening, we as, the human race should do something to at least mitigate whatever it is we're contributing. So that's my take on it, is we can make a difference. For us to just sit back and ignore it is dangerous.
Most people aren't really thinking about climate change right now. They're worrying about their homes or their businesses.
This is a jazz club.
What?
Houston's greatest downtown jazz club. We have live music every Saturday night, man, that blows people away. So, with that said, you can see we're trying to clean it up and make it better. It's going to be better when we come back. Come on in, if you can.
Thanks.
It's dark, but come on in. You can see how high the water got.
All the way up to
All
here?
the way up to here.
Oh my God.
All the way up to here. They said get the stuff off the floor, and I figured it wouldn't come as high as the stage, but blew me away.
It went way over the
man,
stage.
like I said, it's the tallest, yeah.
Is your piano still working?
No, I haven't even tried. I'm not going to plug it up and let it dry out.
Okay. So what was your reaction when you first came in here?
Well, I sweared, but I'm a grown-ass man, so I just had to go with the flow.
An unfortunate metaphor.
Yeah, I was okay. My family's okay. I mean, it's a business, but there's something you do. You got to love it because jazz is different from anything else. You got to love this business.
Texan grit and stoicism have been hallmarks of the response to this storm. Tens of thousands of people have been made homeless. More are being evacuated every day. Many of them have ended up in this conference centre, having lost everything they own. But for one young couple, Hurricane Harvey has evoked memories of an earlier storm 12 years ago.
I lost my whole immediate family in Katrina. I was the only one that knew how to swim, you know. And you know,
And you were how old?
I was 9, but I was just making 10 years old. When the water came, you know, it wasn't too much I could do. You know, I had to watch them drown, you know. And like going through this, it just really, you know, causing more trauma to me, you know. So I'm just trying to get here and get closure, you know, get somewhere to stay, you know, get my mind back right, because I still have nightmares and stuff. When the storm came, all we was having was flashbacks on Katrina. We wasn't thinking about, you know, grabbing this or grabbing that. All we thinking is putting our instincts to work and getting somewhere safe.
Yeah, because they say this storm was as bad as, well, worse than Katrina, but that's not true. Even though a lot of people done lost their homes and, you know, houses and family, and a few people passed from it.
The death toll. A lot of people blessed.
And not only that, it's how they being treated and how we had got treated, well, how we being treated now and how we got treated then. You understand what I mean? So it's a big difference.
And this storm right here, they responded the perfect way that each person in the United States and anywhere else should act towards their fellow person.
Yeah.
You know, coming together like this, no problems, everybody getting treated like family and loved by everybody. That's why everything is so calm, everything so collective.
12 years ago, it was the handling of the aftermath that turned a terrible natural disaster into one of the darker chapters in recent American history. So far, it looks like the lessons of Katrina have been learned. But Harvey has been a devastating storm, and it isn't over yet.